Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jameson Rodgers grew up in Batesville, Mississippi, played some college baseball. Then he was bit by the music bug. And you know what? He is also a member of the CT40 1 Club. Jameson Rodgers, welcome to the most impactful countdown in country music.
What's going on, brother? How are you?
Man, how are you doing, my friend?
All good, my brother. How about you?
Just to get acquainted a little bit, I'd like to do some show and tell. This is a Golden Girls auto sunshade.
Wow.
And you know what? That bad boy goes right, it's going to go right across my Bronco.
Wow. You're living the dream, my man.
I think so. You know what I mean? and I'd like to send you an official Golden Girls, little sun visor as well.
Please, I need one for the bus.
Did you hear, a couple of days ago, I know you're a baseball player.
Yeah.
And Brett Young obviously played some college baseball, and he apparently announced what he called his country music baseball dream team. And you know what? Are you not insulted that he didn't add you to that list? Unacceptable.
Unreal. He's not making my team. Yeah. If you know what, he would make my team, and I'm gonna put him on the bench just for that.
Let's come up with our little country baseball team real quick. First of all, what position did you play?
Just anywhere on the infield. Me and Brett, we've really never even hung out, so he probably doesn't even. He don't even know who I am. You know what I mean?
He doesn't know your ability.
Yeah.
He doesn't know your magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, Jameson, who's on first? Who does go on first for you? Your country dream team.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I should just say the softball team we have right now. I mean, Hardy plays first base in softball. We'll go with Hardy. I'll play second base. We'll put.
All right, you're on second. You know what? What about Jennifer Wayne? She's really tall. She's got a good arm. Jennifer Wayne on third of Runaway June.
Love that. I'm not. I was gonna put Brett Young pitching, but now I'm not.
Scotty McCreery pitched a little bit.
We'll go with Scotty.
That's a good one.
Chris Lane for sure in center field.
I heard that Chris Lane too. Sort of like you. Somebody told me Chris Lane is an absolutely amazing athlete. He could hit a golf ball. He could launch a baseball out of the park. Is that true about Chris Lane?
Absolutely. Oh, he's one of the best softball players on the team for sure.
So minutes ago, man, I got to tell you, I watched Cold Beer calling my name. And dude, it's like, first of all, every man's dream to, you were driving a beer truck, right? Full of cold beer.
Yeah.
And how did the Luke Combs sort of collaboration, how did that begin? And how did you guys discuss what you guys wanted to do for the video?
Yeah, so going back to driving that truck, that was obviously my first time driving a beer truck. And it didn't help with Combs riding shotgun, making fun of me the whole time. So I was terrified I was going to drive it off into a ditch. When I cut that song, when I wrote it and recorded it, I had no intentions of it being a duet. And so when I was in the studio recording it, was the same time that Luke asked me to go on tour with him. This was back in late 2018 at this point.
Yeah.
And so I got to go on tour with him all 2019. And so I was like, you know what? This song would make sense. It would be cool to have a feature on my first album, and I'm about to be with Luke Combs all year long. So why not just ask Combs? And so he happily jumped on it, and I'm glad he did.
And I could tell you, though, I could tell in the video, you guys were having a great time in the video. Like there's one, the scene where the beer truck's pulling up and I guess you arrive at the party. It's nighttime. And man, you know what? Luke is happy and smiling, but I see it in your face. You're walking up and you're like, yeah, what's up? Let's make this thing go.
I was living the dream, man, in that video.
Yeah.
Did you see the beer can that fell into the fire was a total accident? Like that it just happened. It just happened. I think I threw it up and Luke or somebody just swatted it down and it went in the fire. And we sat around it for 3 or 4 minutes like, is this thing about to blow? Is it going to blow up? And then it didn't. And so we had actually almost given up. We were like, nah, it ain't, nothing's going to happen. And then just as that, it blew up all in our face. So I don't recommend that at home. Don't try that at home.
You have some acting chops. The video, Cold Beer Call My Name, it's like a little mini movie, but dude, you have some acting skills along with you. The guy who played your boss, at the beer distribution center.
Yeah.
He was great too.
Do you know him?
I don't. Who is that?
That's Chuck Swaney. So he's worked in radio for his whole life, but he's part of my radio team, and he just always wanted to be in a music video, and he was so nervous to do that, and it like made me nervous, and it was hard not to just laugh. It was hard not to laugh when he was yelling at me.
Going back in the history of amazing country beer songs, one that isn't yours, what is your favorite all-around beer song?
We'll go Tear in My Beer.
Ooh. Yeah, you're going back a little bit.
That's probably the first beer song ever.
Let's go back to Batesville, Mississippi. You know, you're growing up, you're playing baseball, but obviously when you're going to college, is that sort of when you got bit by the bug? Like, did you not really start writing until then?
Yeah, I didn't start writing until I was a junior in college. I played baseball through junior college, and then I got recruited to go play at an NAIA school in Memphis. And so when I got to school up there, the second day in the semester, the coach that recruited us all there called a team meeting, and he was like, "Man, I got offered the job at Pitt. I'm leaving tomorrow." And so that it was just so many signs, like,
wow,
kind of pointing me towards music at that time. And so I hung the cleats up and went down to Southern Miss, and that's kind of when I started writing songs and stuff.
And you've written for Florida Georgia Line, Talk You Out of It. You've written for Chris Lane. All of these, these artists combined, plus your songs in the hundreds of millions of streams.
Yeah.
Yet you just tapped into it. It's
well, I didn't just tap into it. I mean, it took me years in Nashville of learning how to write and being around other great writers and coming up with a group of great writers. And it definitely didn't happen overnight, but I'm definitely glad I've stuck it out all these years.
I was chatting with Jason Aldean the other day, and we were chatting about how all of you guys and gals are you just can't wait to hit the road. And he made a comment. He said, "I can't imagine the shows that the fans are going to get to experience, from the artist in 21 and 22, because you've all had so much time to build this creative energy." Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're just ready to perform. Is that the case?
Oh my God, absolutely, man. I mean, it's been. I haven't even played a show with the number one song yet. You know what I mean? It's like,
no kidding.
The last show I played, I didn't even have a top 40, and so by the time we played our first show is scheduled for the end of May. And my second single, Cold Beer, is top 40 now, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to say the least.
You still have to be in awe for, being in the number one club. When you look up and you see that number one plaque on your wall, is it still just mind blowing for you, or does it make you want to have another number one and another number one?
Man, I'm a dude. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm literally just a dude from Batesville, Mississippi, that moved to Nashville with a big dream, and I guess the good Lord surrounded me with the right people along the way, and the stars seem to be aligning for me right now, and I'm just trying not to mess it all up. But yeah, I mean, it definitely makes me want to have another one.
What do you hear from your fans on social media? Have you ever had a unique sort of a message or something crazy from one of your huge fans that just comes out?
I did have a fan come up to me one time at a show. This wasn't on social media. This is even better, in person. And they were like, "Dude, you wrote that." So I was a writer on the Chris Lane song. I Don't Know About You. And he was like, "Dude, you wrote that Chris Lane song? I Don't Know About You," like hyping it up. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I appreciate it." And he was like, "Dude, that one line, 'Girl, I know your favorite beer because you told me and I bought it.'" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he was like, "Dude, that is the worst line in any song I've ever heard in my life."
You're kidding.
And then he was like, "But can I get a picture with you?" I would never stand in line to go tell someone that. But whatever. It's all good.
Well, man, I thank you for chatting with me today. And listen, you and Luke Combs together, it's a monster jam. We are so excited about. Now, I'm from Texas, so My dad, he didn't say cold beer. He says cold beer. It's cold beer.
Cold beer. Yeah.
Cold beer. Cold beer. Call my name.
Yeah.
And dude, the video is unbelievable. It is so fun introducing your hit songs on the Country Top 40. And I'd like to ask you, here at CT40, we have CT40 silent lip syncing. So no music, no voice. You know, you don't have to say or sing a word. But if you could, for our Country Top 40 social media audience, silent lip sync one of your songs, and then we're all going to try to guess what it is, and then you could tell us at the very end.
Okay.
All right. Jameson Rodgers, CT40 silent lip syncing.
I couldn't do it any longer.
Oh, dude, you're the man. And thank you so much for what you do for country music. What song were you silent lip syncing?
That was Some Girls. Yeah.
Jameson Rodgers, thank you for talking hits on the Country Top 40.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.